Akala natin kapag alkaline, goods na, no? Well, we are wrong. Remember, lahat ng sobra ay masama. Candida. So, ever heard of it? It's a big word, right? But, basically, ito yung kapag sobrang dami ng yeast in our body system. But, how can we tell if we have Candida? First, we have to look out for signs such as red patches on the skin with small raised bumps, itching, a burning sensation, vaginal discharge, white or yellow, white patches or sores in your mouth that cause loss of taste or pain when eating or swallowing, and swelling inflammation. These are some indications that you might have it. And sometimes it can grow too much, which causes problems. And lot of things can cause it, like not having enough cover that your body can actually use. So let's look at what makes Candida grow too much. So let's start with number 1. Copper biounavailability. What's the meaning of this? When the copper in our body isn't in a form that can be used properly, we call that biounavailable copper. It's like Candida gets a green light to grow. And this happens because the copper isn't doing its job of keeping Candida in check. Things like stress, certain meds, and not eating well and running low on nutrients can all throw this balance off. Next cause is zinc deficiency. When there's an imbalance of zinc in our system, it can mess with how Candida grows. And stuff like using a lot of fertilizers on crops, eating too much processed food, and feeling stressed out can make us low on zinc. And when that happens, it throws off the important enzyme systems that help us digest food and make proteins. Next up, impaired energy production. People dealing with Candida often struggles with making enough energy because their nutrients are not enough and they might have been exposed to harmful metals, so mas kailangan na more energy to fight these bad guys. So having enough energy is super important for staying healthy and keeping our immune system strong. Fourth cause is alkalinity of intestinal tract. Akala kasi natin kapag alkaline goods na, no? Well, we are wrong. Remember, lahat ng sobra ay masama. Imagine your intestines are like a garden. Normally, there's a balance of good and bad bacteria, like a healthy ecosystem. But sometimes, if the environment becomes too alkaline because we're too low on sodium and potassium, like the soil being too basic, it's like giving an advantage to the bad bacteria, such as Candida. This imbalance can happen when our bodies don't produce enough digestive system or bile, which are the natural defense that help maintain the balance. So, when these defense are low, Candida can grow too much and cause problem. So, essentially, when there's not enough of the right stuff to keep things in balance, Candida can flourish, leading to issues in our intestines. Next cause is excessive systemic alkalinity. Not just our intestines, but our whole body. Imagine that. This scenario helps Candida spread everywhere. Para mas madali natin maintindihan, imagine that our body has two guards called adrenal glands. These guardians are responsible for maintaining balance, such as ensuring that there are enough of certain minerals in your body. However, sometimes these guardians become tired and can't perform their job properly. So when this happens, this balance of minerals such as sodium and potassium is disrupted. But guess what? Candida, a type of yeast, can cause trouble in your body and seize the imbalance such as an opportunity to spread even more. Basically, when your adrenal glands are tired and can't maintain balance, Candida takes advantage and spreads everywhere, causing problems. Sixth cause, fatty acid metabolism. Anong connect nito? So, our body is like a complex machine with different parts working together to keep everything running smoothly. So, one important of this machine is your liver, which acts like a filter, helping to process the things that you eat and drink. Now, when someone has Candida, they struggle to digest fats and absorb nutrients. It's like a warning sign that the liver might not be functioning as well as it should. This could be because the liver is overwhelmed with toxins or isn't getting the right support to do its job effectively. Next up, immune system incompetence. So when these patients with Candida show mineral patterns resembling those seen in immune deficiency, it suggests that Candida is closely linked to how well our immune system is functioning. It's like a warning sign that our defense system might not be as strong as it should be, making it easier for Candida to cause problems. We're down to the 8th reason, carbohydrate intolerance. Iwas ka na sa second bowl of rice. When Candida patients have a hard time with carbs, it could be because their bodies aren't breaking down carbs properly and they're low on certain nutrients. So this let too much glucose hang around, which feeds the yeast and makes it grow too much. Fixing these issues with how our bodies metabolize stuff is really important for keeping Candida in check. Number 9, psychological stress. Yes, kapag lagi ka kasing stress, possible na victim ka ng Candida. When we're super stressed out, it messes with a bunch of things in our bodies, like our immune system and how we process nutrients, which can make Candida problem worse. Finding ways to chill out and manage stress isn't just about for our overall health, but also for keeping Candida in check. Of course, last but important, other nutrient imbalances. I know paulit-ulit na tayo dito, but this needs to be emphasized more. When we've got toxic metals like mercury or lead hanging around in our bodies, they mess with how things works, like our immune system and metabolism, which can cause Candida issues first. So sorting out these imbalances isn't just important for staying healthy overall, but also for keeping Candida under control. How do we diagnose if we have imbalances? HTMA or hair tissue mineral analysis is one of the reliable tests to take. If it's done right and understood properly, it can reveal several potential causes of Candida albicans infection. These include issues like low copper levels, lack of zinc, problems with energy production, overly alkaline digestive tract, weakened immune system, difficulties with fat and carbohydrate metabolism, toxic metal exposure, and shortage of certain trace elements. So by using tissue mineral analysis to identify these metabolic imbalances, we can achieve a faster and more throughout recovery from yeast infection. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. You can also comment below with your thoughts. So for more health information, visit our website getbetter.ph.